This is a News 2 breaking news alert.
Yeah, now Good Morning Nashville at 6 o'clock. So 40 in West Nashville, near 440. We have an interstate that is shut down. Power lines came down earlier this morning, or some sort of transmission lines. The impact on the morning commute is significant on the west side. We haven't seen something like this in quite some time.
Also today, we could learn whether or not the bust of Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest will be removed from the Capitol. We'll explain. He'll be making that decision.
It's an air quality alert once again, and that's due to the wildfires out west. New York City finally getting some clearing. Yesterday was a nightmare for them. So the left is Nashville, and we're still right in the thick of things right now, and we may be until the end of this week. We'll get to that coming up in just one moment as well.
We are indeed into the thick of it. Straight into that breaking news.
Yeah. So we're going to begin with the situation, the power lines, the West Nashville situation, the problems it's going to cause for traffic for some time. 40 shut down in one direction completely.
Yeah, it's a mess. We'll get a look at the map in just a moment with Christina. But first, let's chat with Jerry Barler. He's been on the scene for us all morning.
Yeah, guys, it's not often, like you said, that we see this, both sides completely shut down from really, they're saying what, it was a fluke of an accident. We're told that there were sweeper crews headed on the westbound side of lanes here between 440 and 46th Avenue, and they went to empty the tank that holds all the trash in that truck. And when they did, they had to raise it up to dump it into a dump truck. And at that point, that bucket that they were lifting caught one of the power lines as he backed up to dump it in, causing it to snap. Not only did that power line snap and come across the roadway, look at this. This is what's keeping it still to be closed right now. It snapped the top of that telephone pole. We were talking with the officials here on the scene. I said, I didn't take physics in school, but I can't see what's holding that pole up because there's nothing underneath it, and it has wires pulling in every different direction, but nothing pulling it up. And they said it must be splintered just enough or resting on just one wire enough to keep that pole up. So that is the concern now. NES said that they are concerned about the stability of that if it were to go ahead and give way and fall. There's, from what I counted, probably at least 7 lines still connected to that pole that could come crashing down on the interstate here. So they say it will take some time. They haven't given a specific time frame yet on when it will be cleared, but it is already causing a mess. Traffic, we're told, now backed up for probably 2 miles coming in from the west side. So commuters this morning need to go ahead and plan to divert from way out to get around this to be able to navigate traffic this morning. Is already becoming a mess, as we're seeing on some of the strides. So we'll toss it back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, the guy wires there on the left are like the things just holding on. So it is both directions, as Jerry pointed out. They were just letting traffic clear out of one side before they had it both shut down. So Elizabeth Lane is on the screen right now.
Let's chat with her about where they are diverting this traffic onto White Bridge Pike.
And Nikki and Neil, my best advice to you this morning if you hit the road would be to avoid Interstate 40. You can see here we're just up west of Jerry. This is eastbound traffic being diverted off of the roadway. Now, about 30 minutes ago, there were some cars that were able to eke through, but they've since closed down the eastbound lanes completely. So these cars are being diverted off onto White Bridge Pike. Many of them trying to take Charlotte Avenue, which runs parallel to the interstate. We'll let Christina talk more about that, but what I can tell you is that as more people get on the roads for their commute this morning, we're seeing a lot of problems on these secondary roadways, so you're going to want to watch out for that. Actually, on our way to this location, some of the traffic lights were out, and that could be a dangerous situation here as you try to make your way to work or to wherever you're going this morning. Now, since it's early, the power situation, we're still waiting for an update on that. We know about 372 people have reported having power outages in this area. Of course, that number could grow as more people start to wake up and realize that they may be without power. So we've reached out to NES, waiting for an update on the power front. But for the time being, watch out for those secondary roadways because it is certainly challenging out there. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. And as she was just saying, it's an issue on the interstate, it's an issue on the secondary roads, and now it's 6 o'clock, folks. More people are getting on the roads, heading to work, doing errands, whatever it may be. It's going to be an even bigger problem. So the first thing I want you to know, avoid the interstate, plain and simple. The second thing, leave the house early, because as more people start driving, it's going to be a problem just about everywhere. You're looking at 40 at White Bridge Road. This is where they've shut down the interstate on one side. The other side is 40 at 440. That split there heading getting out of the downtown loop or getting into the downtown loop, the junction, whichever side you're going to. The westbound and the eastbound lanes are problematic. The good news is you've got plenty of alternate routes. Look, you can take Bradley Parkway, for example. You can go down to West End Avenue or Charlotte Avenue. Take either one of those instead. You've got plenty of options, but the interstate is not one of them. And again, as more cars get on the road, it's just going to get slower and slower. So we're going to keep you posted throughout the morning. Just know that the alternate routes are your best choice, and leave the house early regardless, because I'm sure they're going to start getting very busy very quickly.